What a game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the FIU Panthers, just outside of Miami and Pit Bull Stadium. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Memphis Tigers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Florida International Panthers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. FIU will kick it off to get things underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's got great speed. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. How about that for starting things with a bang? Opening kickoff and house that baby. What a job there. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. From the gun, the running back has it. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Got a man, it's Stone. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel, but in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
The Panthers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Grab near the sticks, it's Stone. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down.
3rd down, understanding exactly where the sticks are. You got to stop certain routes so they don't get to certain depths. Quarterback completes and gets another first down. Got to be a little bit more mindful of where those sticks are.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
They'll go to the ground. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. trying to pick up a first down. Moore to the air. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Well, look at this. Instead of trying to pin their opponent deep in their own territory, the offense stays on the field to go for it on 4th down. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking for room, it's Lewis. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Balls at the 25.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
With the catch, it's Smith. Oh, he's got some space. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing a strike.
Gets the back moving. Back to throw, it's Dyer. Gets it to the back. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space and getting that fast dude on the ground.
The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? Having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his hand down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. Smashes it between the uprights. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Moore will throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, we're only in the first quarter, but already this defense is making their presence felt. We've seen time and time again their ability to rush the passer and get hits on this QB. His toughness is going to get tested.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Burke. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Get it out to the supersonic guy. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man, just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
We've reached the break, and Memphis is holding on to the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wide receiver going in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Finding open areas.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Moore to the air. He's got him in the flat. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, one of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Panthers line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw again. He's got him. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Lets it fly. Trying to barrel in. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down.
Yeah, I tell you what, these big-bodied tight ends that can catch the football in the corner routes, it doesn't have to be a perfect throw. You know, usually you got littler guys, it's hard. You got to put the ball more on the money, but this big dude can just go up and get it. You just throw it near the sidelines, he'll do the rest.
He might want another play. The snap sets up to throw. And it's incomplete. He was looking to the end zone and trying to get 6.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal?
Here we go, here we go.
Motion from the back. Using the quick game. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home. Boy, oh boy, this defense is making the sledding rough down here deep in the red zone. That play is going backwards.
They really are playing with a sense of urgency, aren't they, Reese? With their backs against the wall, you're seeing tremendous tenacity out of this defensive unit.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on 4th down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
Moore will throw. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football, be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's...
Unloads it downfield. He's got it down the left side. Running free. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Memphis.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. FIU ready to go back to work on offense. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. He'll try to do it himself. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
The Panthers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down.
Shadow. Military stun.
They'll send the back in motion. Moore to the air. Steps away to find some room. Finds a man on the right. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a first down.
This guy just is so comfortable running routes, and he has such a good feel for those soft spots on defense there. They're playing zone coverage, so he's able to find that pocket, make it easy on his quarterback, and they pick up the first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Hawkins. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
And the Panthers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to throw again. They go to the wide receiver screen. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down.
And that's another FIU.
FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs.
Charcoal. Kill. 221 wing. 221 wing.
They'll run it from the gun. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Here they're trying to get to the edge. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
He's tackled at
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Moore will throw. Flips it out to the back. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you can get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish.
414 satellite. 414 satellite. Flag. Hey, hustle. Hustle.
Trying to run it in. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Second and goal coming up.
Here we go. Here we go. 180.
He'll wedge it in there on the quarterback sneak. The sneak scores it.
One thing you know about this team is they've got a lot of fight in them, and that's a great job responding by the offense on that last drive, capping it off with a really good-looking touchdown run. This is now a one-possession game. We've got a lot of football left to play.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36.
This offense will take over. First and 10.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Lewis. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. To the air, it's Dyer. Got his man. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. Memphis picking up the tempo. Defense playing a bail technique. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the middle. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Slings it downfield.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
It'll be third and long. Defense not showing press coverage. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. He'll pull it down and run. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Memphis 17. Florida International 14.
Memphis about to boot it away to start the second half. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37.
Panthers will take over. First and 10.
The Florida International offense is back on the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one. They're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some...
Wide open on the right. All the way down to the 15-yard line. That's where he goes out of bounds as this offense had it cooking on that one.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
Huge play, puts them in the red zone, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 15. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires into the end zone. Picked off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions.
Offense would love to have that one back. Down here in this area of the field, everything has to happen faster. Decisions need to be made quicker. The ball's got to be out quicker. Routes got to be snapped off faster. They were just way too late. And as the result, the defense gets the INT.
Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
To throw, it's Dyer. Oh, they're after him. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first play of the third quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Looking for more room.
The defense thought in this game they were going to have an opportunity to pick some passes off. What a great job. Down deep in the opponent's territory, he jumps the route, he intercepts it, and returns it now inside the 5-yard line, setting his offense up in beautiful field position.
And the sudden change situation even more difficult for this defense facing a 1st and goal. Motion from the wideout. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Florida International. And that one will give them the lead. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Throws for the tight end. And they can't make the connection. They've got come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it's 4th down. Memphis will be forced to punt. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. Fields to punt. Wants to make a play. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
The Panthers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Moore to the air. Fires to the right. Pulls it in. It's Hawkins. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
The offense has it 1st and 10 from the 42. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense there.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Got the back over the middle. They made the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Williams. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. They're going to pass on the field goal. They're still looking for 6 in this situation. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Quickly complete. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that 1st down. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion.
Pulls it in. It's Marshall. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. And the Panthers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Moore will throw. Here's a heat. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Caught in the backfield. It's Williams. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle. He's going to get north and south and somehow get the 1st down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the 4th down.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. And it's knocked away, incomplete, and that's how we'll wrap up the 3rd quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Hawkins. Found a seam on the left. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
Man, you could almost feel the quarterback's eyes getting big on that completion. I don't think even he could believe how wide open his target was. He knew, man, if I just get this to him accurately, something really good is going to happen. That's exactly what transpired. Nice throw, nice catch, nice play.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. On the move. He has the first and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. He'll take it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Trying to move the sticks on third down. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Rushes on him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. And it is still a 4-point deficit.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Burke. At the 40, there he goes. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
The Panthers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Off play action. Finds a tight end. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And that's what the running game can do for an offense. You run the football, you have some success. Then what do? You stick the ball out there, you pull it back, you run some play action, you complete the football, get a first down. Nice balance by this offense.
Now they'll run it to the right here. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Offense changing the play. Moore to the air. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but it's only by 1 possession, so you got to be so careful with your decision-making, and that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in this sudden change situation.
They'll try the run. Still on his feet at the 40. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got a man, it's Lewis. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Memphis wants to move quickly.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
The offense has plenty of time, and this defense trying to dig in and get one more stop and hang on to this lead. Under fire. They get to him as he throws. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Down late in a 4-point game, they'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires to the wideout. They made the throw and catch, but they couldn't keep it inbounds, so they'll turn it over on 4th down.
Nice job by this defense in a clutch moment. You knew they were going to throw the football. 4th down, great coverage, break on the football, force the incompletion, and more importantly, you get the ball back to your offense with a chance to just run this clock and get out of here with a win.
It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans,